Hello, everyone, and you're joining in on Business Today TV. This is Markets Today, and I'm Sakshi Patra. This is where we talk everything about stock markets. Now, if you are a stock market buff like me, you must know what really happened in the stock markets today, where were the gains and losses seen, and what's likely to be the trend as we move forward from here. So, second day running, we have ended in the positive territory. That's a good news. In fact, we have actually seen from the day's low, the markets have rebounded about 300 points as far as the Sensex is concerned. The Nifty also managed to shut shop above the 17,600 mark today. Although the gains were just minor, about one tenths or two tenths of a percent on the Nifty as well, just about 27, 28 points of a gain. But the Sensex also finally managed to climb up and close above the 59,000 levels as well. So that was a good news. The Nifty bank continuously, from the word go, it was in the green zone and it ended almost at the day's high at 0.8% up, 340 points of a gain for the Nifty bank. So the bank's financials really top of the game today. Mid cap index was up by 0.7% as well. So the small cap and the mid cap sectors also contributing to the recovery in the markets that we've seen today after a very, very volatile first half of the trading session. The rupee edged higher and it shut shop at 79.8 against the US dollar. Lupin has got a US regulator's approval for chronic lung disease, and the stock was down by 2.8%. So, not really too much movement right there for that one. But a whole lot of stocks were definitely in focus in today's trading session. Again, the Adani Group stocks that were in focus in today's trading session, all of them were trending down yet again. In terms of the sectors, gains in power, banking, and financials were definitely offset by the IT and auto and even metal stocks that dragged the street today. As far as the gainers are concerned, IndusInd Bank was up 3%, NTPC jumped 1.5%, ICICI Bank rose 1% as well. Those were the stocks in flavor today. L&T Power Grid, Kotak Mahindra Bank, HDFC Asian Paints, Axis Bank, Nestle, and Tech Mahindra were the other major Sensex gainers today. However, after nosediving on Monday and the earlier previous session, the Sensex index quickly, recovered to gain about 300, 250 odd points to close in today's trading session on a higher note as well. That was the kind of move that you saw on the index in today's trading session too. So definitely a big, big positive for that one. Apart from this, we did see index heavyweight Reliance Industries, closed at 0.3% down today at 2639. Maruti also slipped about 0.3% to close the day at 8,691. What do the experts make of the kind of move that we see on the markets today? Well, Shrikant Chauhan, head of equity research at retail at Kotak Securities, believes that caution definitely prevailed in the markets ahead of the monthly expiry on Thursday, and the key benchmark indices eked out modest gains. They shrugged off the weak sentiment across the Asian and the European markets. However, the gains were muted as investors preferred to stay on the sidelines ahead of the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's speech at Jackson Hole Symposium this Friday. Domestic stocks definitely bucked at a broad global stock weakness as foreign inflows continued into the Indian equity markets, and they have now reached over $5 billion in contrast to the first half of the year that has seen an outflow of about $28 billion. So the trend is reversing, and that's a big positive for the Indian markets. What does VK Vijay Kumar, Chief Investment Strategist at Geojit Financial Services, really say? Well, he believes that steady buying by FIIs, even in the midst of strengthening dollar, is quite significant from the market perspective. Now, there is a near consensus that India will be an outperformer in an otherwise deteriorating global growth environment. So, definitely a big, big positive. Most of the experts still believe that equity markets in India will definitely be a brighter spot when you compare with the other emerging markets as well. So, that's been the kind of flavor that we've seen today. And it's all eyes on tomorrow as to how the markets will be, trading in tomorrow's trading session as well. Will the IT stocks continue to decline? Will there be a recovery from these lows as well? What kind of triggers will lead markets to on a higher note? Keep in mind that not just Friday, Monday is also going to be extremely important for the markets because we are going to be heading to see Reliance Industries AGM. Remember, this AGM in the past has given out so many important mega big bang announcements from Reliance Group, be it the zero cost phone that was announced, being debt free was announced. Several big initiatives, growth plans for Geo, for retail have been announced earlier as well. This time are also around, there are very, very big expectations on what will Mukesh Ambani really be talking about. Perhaps Reliance Industries will definitely be an important talking point, and perhaps that could take the next leg of rally going forward from here for the market. So with that, I'll leave you at that, but don't go anywhere. Business Today TV will have a whole lot of information for you from the world of business and stock markets, so do stay tuned.